Hey, Jeff Eubanks. Just giving a little update of my Acdf surgery, interior cervical cystectomy fusion surgery, C5 through T1. I had cervical stenosis, real bad, arthritis, bone spurs, all that other stuff. Doing real good from that. It was five weeks ago. What's today? 17th, so Tuesday. 5 weeks ago, day before yesterday. Doing good. I can move with very, very little pain. I still have a little bit of pain right in here, which, they said that my trap muscles have flared a little bit. I think that has been because of having this surgery during pollen season and sneezing. I did something stupid about a week and a half ago, tried to move something I shouldn't have moved. And it let me know real quick, hey, you shouldn't do that, because it weighed more than 1 gallon of milk. And I was just trying to scoot it along. I didn't pick it up, And I've been walking in the driveway for at least an hour every day, usually about 20 minutes, 3 times a day. Just trying to keep everything limbered up, keep blood flow, all that good stuff. Still getting just a little bit of tingling, and it's weird. It's right in here, right in there. That's where my tingling coming from now. The aching is gone. I don't know what my grip. I feel like I can grip better than I could there for a while. My feet, a little bit of tingling, a little bit of numbness in them, just a little bit, mainly at night. It's weird. Go back next week for my 6-week x-rays and doctor's appointment, at which time he'll tell me that your bones are fusing well, and I'm going to release you, and you go back to work and start physical therapy. Of course, I have to go back to work with limitations, because I hadn't hit a lick at a snake going on 6 weeks. Been a couch potato. I've watched every John Wick movie there is to watch. I've watched quite a few John Wayne movies. I've watched a lot of gun reviews on YouTube, gun restorations on YouTube. And, hadn't got out and gone much because, they've got that hard collar. And I wore that religiously the first week. All right, but they also told me as soon as you can, take that thing off, because you don't want these muscles forgetting their jobs. So the only time I've been wearing it after that first week is if I was back here in the backyard or down in the goat pasture. And of course, if we was in the car, because, having a car accident with this would be bad. So, been going to church on Sunday. We've been out to eat a couple of times. We went to the funeral home last night. A good friend of mine, I'm friends with her and her brothers. A good friend of mine's dad passed. I'm just going to say that. And so went to the funeral home for that. The scar doesn't look that bad. It's noticeable, but, I feel, this is still kind of weird feeling in there. Not numb, it's just kind of tight. I've had the biggest problem with my throat trying to swallow. That's been the worst thing. They actually had called in a steroid pack for me because of the inflammation in my throat. My surgery went long. I was retracted over for a long time, and so sore to swallow, difficult to swallow food. I'm still having to be real careful with what I eat and the size of stuff that I try to swallow. And it's funny, I can look down and to the left and swallow a whole lot easier than looking straight on. I don't know. The voice is still kind of iffy. Can't sing at church still. But, that'll come back around maybe. So anyway, just going to give you a little update on my surgery. I get some little clicking noises in my neck. It's not like a pop. When you pop your finger, it's just a little clicking noise. It's totally normal, they say. I talked to a friend of mine. She had this, Lisa, she had this surgery about 8, 9, 10 years ago, and she said hers still does that from time to time. It's not painful, so I haven't, you know, worried too much about it. And like I said, I can move. I'm not pushing my movement. Like I said, I haven't started physical therapy yet. But so I just thought I'd give a little bit of an update as to what's going on here with my Acdf surgery. I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions about the Acdf, you post them, I'll try to answer them. It's the first time for everything. It's my first time. I'm gonna get over here and water my wife's little seedlings. She's trying to get chamomile tea or something growing. I don't know, but yeah, that's the life, buddy. I've been semi-retired, and I don't like this stuff where I can't get out and do stuff. I don't like it at all. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. Like I said, if you have any questions, post them. If you know anybody fixing to have next surgery, tell them about my adventure in Acdf. I'll try to help them out. Jeff Eubanks.